Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to do a little update video here. So I even though I didn't have any Crystal Bright Tone instrument finish kicking around, um, I actually have a product that I've had for a couple of years now, and um, I initially was not really that big of a fan of it. Um, because I've tried using it over a painted surface. I actually tried using it over the top of the Createx color line, and it just did not seem to. I don't know. I don't know if it was just a compatibility issue with the paint, but it just didn't seem to act as a good top coat, a good clear coat over a painted surface. But I that previous test piece that I had that had the Createx opaque purple with the Crystal Bright Tone instrument finish. This new test piece that I did, I just basically the current product I have. I just went over the back of that first test piece. And even though it's not Crystal Bright Tone instrument finish, it's not uh, it's not too bad of a product. But let me show it to you real quick, and I'm sure you guys have probably heard of this. It is called Solarez. I can't believe it's not Lacquer. Now, this is the sprayable formula, but it's probably you could probably also apply the apply this with a brush. They do make a formula that's strictly brushable, but honestly, I think they're basically the same thing. So I'll show you a little picture of give you a give you a view of this test piece. Now, this is the original test piece that had the Createx opaque purple. But what I did, I sanded the raw wood on the back of this, and I sanded it with 220 grit. And this Solarez, I can't believe it's not Lacquer. There it is. Now, there are some some uneven areas where I didn't completely thoroughly sand it, but I was just trying to see how good of a buffing job I could get out of this, and it's pretty decent. Um, I used Eagle Abrasive K600, then K800, then K1200, then K2000, and then K3000. The K600 up to the K1200 was the Super Acelix, and then the K2000 and the K3000 was Super Bufflex. I didn't really go out of my way to make sure to get this thing fully sanded. I just wanted to see what kind of a gloss I could get out of the Solarez, and it's okay. I mean, you can. I don't know how well you can tell in the video here, but you can see my LED light above there in the finish. So it's not bad, but honestly, I'm a much bigger fan of the Solarez. I can't believe it's not like that's my fingerprints in the finish there because I was holding the back of it. But yeah, look, I mean, even though there's, like I said in a previous video, I've got some old scratches in the finish from not using some quality abrasives. But yeah, the Solarez, it's not bad. Now, the nice thing about the Solarez, depending on what your standards are of what kind of a level of a gloss you want, the nice thing about the Solarez, it's UV curable. So you can basically apply your finish, take this thing out in the sun, and let it fully cure, because it's a UV curable product. You could either use a UV lamp or just take it outside in unobstructed sunlight, and it fully cures. Now when you bring it back inside, it's going to feel a little bit what's some people call squeaky, and it'll actually feel like it's not fully cured, but it is. But like I said, wasn't trying to, go absolutely crazy with this thing and get it sanded absolutely perfect. I just wanted to see what kind of level of gloss I could get out of it. And like I said, it's pretty decent, but there's a little bit too much breakup in the light reflections. But if you're somebody who, just likes a nice gloss on your guitar, and you also like the fact that you can cure this thing in the morning and have it level sanded and polish sanded and buffed out, by the middle of the afternoon, then I would highly suggest the product. Me though, I'm just a little bit bigger fan of the Crystalac Bright Tone. To me, it's just a far superior product to the Solarez, because the quality of the finish that you get is just outstanding. Like I said, look how well that light fixture comes up. You can even see my cell phone right there. But I've talked about this test piece in a previous video, but yeah, like I said, the Solarez isn't bad. But honestly, going forward, if I use the Solarez, and I've done this before, I even did it on this Telecaster body. At one time, I used the Solarez as a sealer to seal up the wood, so I may wind up doing that again, just to knock out a step real quick and get this thing right where I need it. But yeah, I just wanted to give everybody a brief look at the Solarez fully buffed out. So I wound up, after I got done sanding, I wound up buffing it out on this wheel with the GW16. But this morning, I got coming in the mail, and it's supposed to be here tomorrow. I've got the Menzerna G52 Super Finish. Now, the reason I went with the G52, it was $35, and I was trying to find a cheaper alternative Super Finish to use than paying over $50 for the Menzerna P175. And a gentleman that I had seen a review on Amazon who had used the G52 to buff out his guitar body, he was raving about the product. He just absolutely loved it. It did get one negative review, and it wasn't even, the buyer didn't even, he just gave it a 1-star rating, but he didn't give no reason. He did not write a review for it. So if you look on Amazon, it's only got like a 3.3 rating, but the only other review, the gentleman who had used it, actually used it on a 10-inch soft cotton wheel, and he, just like the P175, he said this stuff was like, it came out like glass. So I'm really, really looking forward to the G52 showing up tomorrow. So going forward, I will not have to worry about ordering any compounds for a while. I almost sometimes wish I had gotten the P204 medium cut, but it's okay. This GW16, it's in between, even though it's a fine finish, it's right in between a medium cut and a super finish. So I think I'll have no problem. Once I get some better buffing wheels, I'll have no problem getting any of my future finishes up to a high gloss shine, I believe. So, but yeah, so just looking at the Solarez, I mean, it's not too bad. Like I said, I'm a much bigger fan of the Crystal. But like I said, if you're somebody who's not picky and still wants a decent gloss, like I said, then maybe the Solarez, I can't believe it's not lacquered, is for you. So that's just a quick video I wanted to do. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. I'll get back with you as soon as possible. And take care of yourself. Have a blessed day, everybody. And we'll see you next time.